Today I fucked up by letting my brother put together furniture in my new room. Well, actually this happened 8 months ago, but I just found out about this today. Sorry for this being so long and the bad formatting. I'm on mobile. I, 20F, moved into my first apartment 8 months ago and my little brother, 16M, offered to help me move in and set up my desk and bed in my new room. I thought it was very sweet and gladly accepted. He also gave me his old AC unit and told me by the way that thing beeps. I didn't think much of it and was grateful to get a free AC unit, so I would put up with the beeping. The AC unit beeps at inconsistent time intervals, about every 5:45 minutes, but I put up with it. Summer comes and goes and I take out the AC unit and take it back to my parents' house. The beeping continues. I thought this was weird but let it go for a while. After months of this shit I'm fed up. I start moving every electronic device in my room into the living room one at a time to systematically figure out which one is making the noise. None of them are. I'm pissed. The noise now causes an anger response in me. It'll be absolutely silent in my room and I'm almost asleep, then that fucking beep happens and I'm wide awake again. Turns out my brother bought an annoying beeper off of Amazon right before I moved in. He super glued it to the back of a drawer in my bed. It has been driving me insane for 8 months. The battery life is 3 years. It's the size of a quarter. I never would have found it if he hadn't come into my room while I was visiting my parents and asked if I had found the beeper he hid in my room. I tore apart my room. I found it. I had to rip it off of my bed frame. I smashed it with a hammer. I'm legitimately on the verge of tears. I don't know why. I'm just exhausted and so happy to have that sound be gone. Fuck you, little brother. Too long did not read. My brother hid an annoying beeper in my room when he offered to set up my furniture for me. It tortured me for 8 months. Edit. Everything I say in this post is said with so much love for my brother. We're already laughing about this. Please don't be mean to him. The law of siblings very clearly states that you owe him one. Let him know that sometime, somewhere, when he least expects it, you will get him back. The thing is, you won't have to do anything. Just randomly act suspiciously. Not often. Just enough not to let the threat die. The only foo I see here is not gently, lovingly, ever so slightly strangling your brother. I totally would have throttled him in the kindest way possible. This post is far more wholesome than what I expected given the title and the usual nature of content in this sub. LMFAO, I'm taking notes, tears of joy. I'd place 2 in his house just for payback. Also, if you get his phone, fuck up the auto-correct and swap his sugar and salt and maybe put icy hot on the toilet seat. You have to get him back. You dodged a bullet. I was expecting the beeping to be from a hidden webcam. Today I fucked up. I got fired for leaving a 1-star review on Google. About 25 minutes ago I got fired. So I was a truck driver. I was making a delivery to a place I'd never been before. I went to the GPS location and didn't really know which building was the right place, so I pulled over across the street in a parking lot to look around. The owner of the place across the street flagged me down, so I pulled over to the place. I got out and walked to the back to deliver and greet the customer, at which point he, aggressively, said something close to, "Don't drive on that lot. The guy who owns it will get really ticked." Blah blah, so I laughed to myself as an acknowledgement. Then because of that the guy says something close to, "Oh, you think this is funny? That it's a joke? Well, I don't want the delivery, take it back, I refuse it." But I explained that I only did that because I was having a good day general. So he then accepted the delivery. Then after the delivery I left a 1-star review, no words, just 1 star, on Google review of his company on both my personal phone and my work phone. So then when I got back to the distribution center they fired me because of that. I suck. Too long did not read. Left a 1-star review on a company from my work phone, got fired. Edit 1. It was on the company phone and my phone. I know it was my fault, and hindsight says that I'm an idiot. It just seemed a little extreme to be fired instead of just a reprimand since I removed the reviews after, and I even offered to only work in the warehouse, but still fired me. Edit 2. The owner of the business called my job and told them that the driver who just delivered to then left 2 bad reviews on different accounts. So that's how they found out. Good news is, you're a truck driver, so if you have a pulse and can pass a drug test, you'll find another job even if it's not as good. Leave a 3-star for their efforts, would give 5 stars, but you got me fired. Your mistake wasn't leaving the reviews. Your mistake was using the company phone for it and probably also leaving behind some personally identifying information when you left the review. A throwaway Google account can be useful for some things. Just saying. Why remove the review and single star? Put it back up since you were fired over it. You're too nice. I'd share the company name, the person's name, first only, and a link for others to leave a review. Then ask people to leave a review. And ask they leave a negative one. Fuck 'em, I say. Today I fucked up by accidentally letting my dog eat a used condom. So, I have a little idiotic crackhead Shih Tzu with a host of expensive medical issues and a terrible case of pica. He eats everything. Underwear, tampons, mail, etc. We have to kennel him every time we leave him alone even for a minute. His favorite thing is the bathroom trash can, because he's disgusting and has a fascination with used tissues. For this reason we have a baby gate blocking the hallway that leads to our bedroom and ensuite bathroom. This was great for a while, until he got the last laugh and figured out how to open the baby gate. We got a taller trash can with a lid, but he would just knock it down and dig through it. He's not particularly intelligent normally, but I guess he was determined. So, we had to start closing the bedroom door as well. Cue the series of unfortunate events. I decided to get off birth control this month because of some side effects and my boyfriend, and I switched to condoms to prevent pregnancy. This was the first time we'd used a condom in 3+ years. We did the do, put it in the bathroom trash can, went to bed, all was good. This morning I woke up late, IWFH, stumbled tiredly into my office, and figured everything was okay as I attended some meetings. I went out to grab a cup of coffee to see my boyfriend standing over my dog. Me. What happened? BF. I think he ate a condom. I stood there in shock as my boyfriend explained that he'd caught the dog messing around in the bathroom trash can, the condom on the floor next to him. Boyfriend went to grab him, then the condom was gone. We searched through the bathroom trash can, which is full of used tampons right now, so that was fun, no condom. He must have swallowed it whole. We call our vet. She laughs and tells us to give him hydrogen peroxide to make him throw up. No problem. This dog throws up everything except his expensive prescription dog food, should be easy. We give him the maximum dose of hydrogen peroxide. The fucker is absolutely fine. We call the vet again. She says it could cause a blockage because he's so small and to take him to the emergency vet. Emergency vet is 45 minutes away with a 3–4 hour wait. Boyfriend takes him, has to explain to more people that our dog ate a condom. They try not to laugh, and get him to throw it up. They come out and let us know it was intact, so I guess some poor vet tech had to fish a used condom out of my dog's vomit, and gave us a bill for $380. I'll tag this not safe for work I guess. I got a trash can off Amazon that has a sensor to open it, so maybe that will work. Too long did not read. I left my bathroom door open and my dog ate a used condom, resulting in a $380 vet bill and a very embarrassing day. I hope he doesn't have any nut allergies. Here's a picture of the pervert in question. This sounds like a future plotline to a National Lampoon Vacation movie. Lol, don't worry. I work at a vet and we see crazier things happen. I guess the condom is flavored or the semen is tasty. Because most dog will just ignore a rubber. Today I fucked up by sitting on a bench. Obligatory. This wasn't today, this was 3 days ago. I, 23M, and my friend, 36M. We're walking by the local playground when we saw the swings and reminisced of our childhood. We've been friends for 11 years, and all the time we went to the park together. Anyway, we had walked for about 2¾ hours, and my legs felt quite tired, frowning face. So I decided to take a seat on one of the benches at the playground, even though it was for children. There wasn't really any other benches around. Just a side note. I am not a heavy man and probably weight about the same as your average teenager. So I sat down onto the table. I would have sat on the seat, but it was too small, and, all of a sudden, I heard a creak. Oh no. I heard a crack, and I fell to the floor. My friend uttered a cry of shock and rushed over to help me. I was writhing in pain on the floor. Something had clearly gone wrong. A kind bystander called an ambulance. Luckily I didn't get charged for this since I don't live in America, and I was sped to the hospital with my friend company. After an 8-hour stay in hospital, the doctors had concluded that I had fractured my wrist, but also had caused peripheral nerve damage, and would most likely suffer from a tremor in my hand for the rest of my life. This was a bit rubbish as I enjoy playing the piano and this would be detrimental to my playing capability. After going home and maybe crying for an undisclosed amount of time. I'm quite an emotional person. I decided to try and get some sleep. Normally, I wouldn't have posted about just this, but this morning I woke up to a letter from the council fining me for £300 for criminal damage of a park bench. Apparently it was a memorial bench, maybe for a child? I now feel terrible about this, and have returned to my initial state of devastation. TLR, I broke a memorial park bench, and now have to pay a £300 fine. I also may suffer with a tremor for the rest of my life. If a memorial bench isn't made strong enough to sit on, then it is the designer's fuck up, not yours. I'll be honest, I'd challenge that fee. Look, I know you feel bad about it. But it's the council's job to maintain these things, so that they are safe to use, don't injure people, and last for a long time. Clearly, they have not been doing this. Given the permanent damage to yourself from this, I'd be shocked if you didn't have an injury case against them. Even if you wanted to pursue it that far, and I'd bet some no-win no-fee solicitors would take it on if you wanted to. Why was a 12-year-old friends with a 25-year-old? Maybe they sent the fine to make Op think he's in trouble so he would be less likely to sue. To make him think, oh crap, I'm lucky all I'm getting is a broken wrist and a fine. I better not push my luck, kind of thing? Something's fishy here. Op, how did the council get your details? The ambulance and hospital can't divulge any information without your consent, and you don't mention any council staff on scene at your accident.